begin with the breaking update. As far as many people who experienced the earthquake last night, an earthquake that measured around 6.3 on the Richter scale that hit Nepal, causing tremors that were felt across North India, including in the national capital, surrounding areas of Ghaziabad, Gurugram, Noida and even Lucknow in UP. The epicenter of the earthquake was the Himalayan region near Uttarakhand along the Nepal border. And as per reports suggesting that 6 people lost their lives as per NCS data in the second earthquake that has hit Nepal in just 24 hours. Now the Himalayan region in Uttarakhand and adjoining Nepal that has been experiencing earthquakes of lower magnitude for the last couple of days, and the region experienced at least 2 earthquakes of 4.9 magnitude and 3.5 magnitude late on Tuesday evening. Meanwhile, in India, the tremors were felt, and strong tremors rather, that were felt in Delhi and surrounding areas of Ghaziabad, Gurugram and even till Lucknow, as jolting people out of their sleep.
थोड़ा सा झटका महसूस किया, बस हल्का सा ऐसा कि कुछ हिल रहा है, बस ऐसे महसूस हुआ।
वो आज महसूस हुआ है जब सवारी उतारा तो उस समय सवारी घर में ये क्या हो रहा है, मैंने थोड़ा धरती वगैरह तो डुल्ले थोड़ा हल्का था। बहुत ऐसे बंदों को पता भी चला, बहुत ऐसे बंदों को पता भी नहीं चला।
जब मैं ऑटो से उतरने लगा तो मतलब उतरते उतरते एकदम झटका लगा मेरे को। ऑटो वालों को यार क्या होगा ये, मतलब महसूस भी हुआ मेरे को। आसपास में देखा तो मतलब माहौल भी मतलब अजीब सा हो गया था।
तो हम लोग सब उठ के पिलर्स के नीचे, कोई एक डाइनिंग टेबल के नीचे जाके बैठ गए थे एंड ऑलमोस्ट 30 सेकंड्स तक तो हम लोग को फील हुआ। उसके बाद हमने न्यूज़ चैनल ऑन किया, पता चला 6.2 मैग्नीट्यूड का है, तो तब हमें फील हुआ कि नहीं, सच में काफी पावरफुल अर्थक्वेक था ये वाला।
I was in the office when I felt the earthquake, and then after that there was an alarm, and then we went outside just because the earth was shaking, and we saw the ceiling fan and it was also shaking, so we had to move out of the building.
अर्थक्वेक आया तो गार्ड ने अलार्म स्विच किया था और प्रिकॉशंस लिए थे कंपनी में भी, और प्रिकॉशंस में हमने ये लिया कि हम सब बाहर आके खड़े हो गए थे, गेट खुल गया था, हमारे गार्ड्स लोगों ने बहुत हेल्प की उसके रिगार्डिंग, और अर्थक्वेक बहुत तेज था लिटरली।
सीट एकदम से थोड़ी बहुत हिली एंड देन अलार्म बजा ऑफिस का कि भूकंप आया एंड अर्थक्वेक आया। देन उसके बाद हम तुरंत ही बाहर आ गए और हमने सब लोग बाहर सबको बोला कि आप लोग भी बाहर आ जाओ क्योंकि काफ़ी तेज आया था।
Right, so let me go across to my colleague Mayank, who is joining us live over the broadcast. Mayank, of course, this information which is pouring in, wherein we're learning that 6 persons have lost their lives, and also army has been mobilized to the affected areas. What's the latest you're picking up?
Well, in the Doti district in Nepal, there was, a dozen of houses collapsed, and in some of them, in the remnants of those houses, people got trapped, and hence the death toll has unfortunately increased to 6, as per the, information we are getting from the district administrative officials from the Doti district in Nepal. So it was, in terms of intensity, it was 6.3 on the Richter scale, and hit Doti district in Nepal around around 2 a.m. in the night, and around the same time, the people and the citizens across the North India also felt strong tremors. Remember, as far as the data that we are getting from the seismology department, so the base of the earthquake was 10 meters below the Earth's surface, and in a similar episode of earthquake around 6:27 a.m. another episode of earthquake where the intensity was a bit lower, and it hit the Pithoragarh district in Uttarakhand. So there are multiple episodes of earthquake that happened and that hit Nepal, and also the neighboring districts in Uttarakhand, and also the northern India regions, and people felt quite strong tremors arising from that. So the district administrative officials have started rescue operations in the company of army, but unfortunately the death toll has increased to 6, and the number of injured persons who have been taken to hospitals have gone up to 5 as of now. We are getting on this story, and we are learning from the district administrative officials that the rescue operations will be completed very soon, and that all the people who have been who will be trapped if they will turn out to be trapped in the future, they will be taken to the hospital, and every possible remedial work will be done as soon as possible. We are learning from our sources in the Doti district.
All right, Mayank, please do stay on with us because there has been a series of earthquakes that have been reported Let's get you an update where an earthquake of magnitude 4.3 occurred in Pithoragarh at around 6:27 a.m. on the 9th of November. We're talking about this morning itself, where the depth of the earthquake was 5 kilometers below the ground. This is being reported as far as the National Center for Seismology is concerned. A 4.5 magnitude earthquake that had struck Uttarakhand on Sunday as well, with the epicenter 17 kilometers east-southeast of Uttarkashi. So Mayank, we are looking at series of earthquakes also being reported in Uttarkashi itself. Looking at the not very strong, but however something that is in a way bound to raise concerns.
Well, absolutely, and this, as I explained earlier, that this is not a just a separate incident of earthquake, but rather these are episodic and these are occurring in series, and that's why administrative officials are very much cognizant of the fact that this can become a big issue. Remember how Nepal was very hit by a devastating earthquake some 6 to 7 years back. It was a such a big tragedy where India also chipped in with the help for the Nepal. So the administrative officials are not taking this lightly and just an isolated incidents of earthquakes, but rather they are taking it as an episodic and episodes of earthquake that happened in series, and that's why it raises concerns, and they are not taking it very lightly on the face of it, saying that they are finding out that why this is happening all of a sudden and in series at different places, and it raises concerns about the multiple factors related to seismology, and they are saying that they are trying to find out the reasons so that they can prevent the tragedy, the loss of lives, because they cannot stop the earthquake because that is a natural disaster, so to say, but they can prevent the loss of lives, and that is where the district administrative officials are focusing on at this point of time.
Right, and also Mayank, are there any instructions that have been issued by the officials? Because as you mentioned, they have been getting repeated in a short span of time. Also, we know that on Tuesday also such kind of tremors were felt in Nepal, and then again today at the midnight, such incident has been reported from Nepal as well.
Well, talking about the instruction to the people, yes, the normal instructions as the district administrative department, they are saying that they have also instructed people to stay away from very tall buildings, and they have also advised people to not get inside and hide inside buildings whenever they feel there are some strong tremors. Whenever they are feeling, they should get out of the tall buildings area. They should get out of any zones where they can be left trapped, and they cannot get out in terms of whenever a serious earthquake happens.
The people there awake around 1:57 a.m. between 2 a.m. and the proximity to the Himalayas as far as Delhi NCR is not very far from the entire northwest and northeast Himalayan belt that lies in the highest seismic potential zone where major earthquakes can take place. So precautions are quite necessary in this regard. For the moment, Mayank, thanks very much for joining in. Let's quickly move on now and get your